Hey, what's up guys? It's your second favorite PE teacher, Denver, and these are the best loot paths in Fortnite Battle Royale. Before we get started, you guys love the last giveaway so much that we're just going to do another massive $50 Steam card giveaway. All you need to do is hit like right now, click subscribe, and then click the notification bell to turn it on. Then leave a comment down below telling me your favorite place to land in Fortnite. Do all this right now so you can win the giveaway in my next live stream. This channel is absolutely blowing up because of you guys. So if this video gets over 1,000 likes, we'll do another giveaway. All right, let's get started. This first loot path is my absolute favorite and one that we do almost every single game. It's insane how many kills and chests we get just from this little path. This map you are looking at was made on FortniteMap.net. If you want to check it out for yourselves, I have no affiliation with them. It's just an awesome program to give you guys a quick look at the route in case you want to pause or just skip to the next loot path. Now, when you guys land here, you want to land in that red circle right there. That's the start of the path, and we'll just basically wrap around the outside. I start in the stables here. This guy shows up late. He pays for it. He didn't have a gun or anything. I heard him, so I just waited for him to get a little closer so I can save some ammo on my SMG if that's the only gun I end up getting. I got it from a gold chest there in that other room. So there are 2 gold chests that can spawn in those stables. You want to check them both out, plus a 3rd gold chest down here usually, where that water ends under that little cave area. The woods are an awesome place. I only find a pistol here, and this is actually the least amount that I found in a long time. We actually have a buddy that lands in this place specifically because the loot is so good. Next, we go over to the mountain quarry is what we call it. There's usually a chest up top there. There's nothing. There usually is a gun or something underneath that little platform too. Unfortunately, it's nothing. I break a few brick things down to get some brick to be able to build up once I get into Fatal Fields, because you will obviously want to have something to defend yourself, plus there's some stairs that you'll need to make, and I'll show you that in a second. Out of that, these little backwoods, nobody ever checks these backwoods. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I've ever come to this chest right here and it's been taken. A lot of people do not loot this white shed out back too, because I don't think they know there's a gold chest right up here. So we cut through, we do the same thing pretty much every time, check the ammo crate. I don't usually go down below here, but I could see that the slurp juice was there, which I end up not taking. Also that ammo crate, I mean, it's always good. It doesn't take too long, doesn't take a lot of resources. And then we always break this down and quickly build up. So 2, we jump on top, just kind of barrel in there, look around. Usually we find whether people have left the White House and are moving outside of town, or usually wrapping around to the stables or the other quarry over there. I spot some guy in the White House roof. One of the best things about this route is it gives these people who are looting the rest of the places in town, it gives them time to loot everything for you. And then if you can sneak up and win the battle, normally you can sneak up on them. They have no idea you're there. So this guy, obviously, I shot at him. I just had to come down just to finish him off real quick. This little barn I'm in usually has a little item. The sheds to the left of me usually have something good. I end up finishing this guy up with a couple of well-timed, well-placed shotgun shots, minus that first one. And then there's a chest inside this silo right here. So oftentimes there's actually the chest inside that silo. The other silo usually has some good ammo in it. So I'm pretty looted. I checked these back sheds. A lot of people do not even ever touch these back sheds. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I guess they just forget about it. They think it's a little shed. It won't have anything in it. But I usually find a chest in there unlooted. If there is a chest, I usually find it unlooted. People don't mess with this stuff. Now, around these sheds, there's like this little, I guess a forest mountain area or whatever, kind of similar to the back chest we found. This one up here is actually looted. Surprisingly, I take a couple of gunshots here. It is a popular place. You will find that the rest of these on this list are not popular at all. But this is one of the popular places, but it's around the outside of town. I've never seen anybody take this path. Now, I end up taking this guy down. It takes a couple of shots. I missed a couple of shotgun shots. But, I mean, look what you get here. So the main idea with this one is not just looting. Like, it gives you some action, too. And if you can win these 50-50 battles, you'll be super looted. Back in this shed is usually another chest. There wasn't one this time, but it'll be right there in that corner. A lot of people don't know about that. I guess they just don't pay attention to the smaller sheds. I get some ammo here. There's usually some good weapons in there. I don't touch that scoped AR. If you guys want it, you can. And then I go back to the quarry because there's one more chest, but there happened to be a guy in it. I just took, at that point, I mean, he wasn't turning around to fight back. I was like, well, may as well just try to drop him with a shotgun. It worked. I hear a chest up top. You got to break down this rock if you want to build some stairs up to it, just like I did, or you can just go around the backside and drop down from the short cliffside. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, besides all this, it depends on where the circle is going to go. And yeah, just make a good decision next. But the main idea is to kill other people, take their loot on this one. Let's move to the next one. Now this one's on the west side of the map. It's up on what I believe to be the tallest peak in the map. So there's going to be some dropping, some sliding. But if you notice, it's above Greasy Grove. And like I said, guys, if you want to pause that and just watch the route and just follow the route in your next game and just try these out, totally fine. You don't have to listen to my commentary. This is just my advice, my tips on each run. So you saw those guys over there. They saw us. We were coming down first, so they just kind of veered off. And we were able to pick up a couple of SMGs. Nothing good in this house, but that's not the point. This guy was trying to hide. I heard him. I was like, what is this guy doing? And he didn't have a gun or anything. We couldn't find his buddy, so we just finished him off. But the point of getting a gun in this house, you won't get a lot of loot in that one. But when you slide down, it's all about timing. Same with the Fatal Fields one. Is when you come upon these establishments, it's right at about the time that people will be leaving, and you'll be able to tell based on the roof, based on the cellar doors, if somebody was there. And you have the advantage. I mean, the point is to sneak up, just like out of Fatal Fields. We snuck through the backwoods, and we can see them before they see us. So we didn't see anybody here. We were able to just loot 2 more houses, which is totally fine, because the main point of this run is getting into Greasy Grove and being able to finish off whoever survived all the battles. Greasy Grove obviously is a very hot spot, and this will give us just enough weapons, ammo. Hopefully, we try to find something good. Obviously, a white AR and a white SMG, a couple nades. It isn't going to do very much. Over in this triple tree area, sometimes there's a golden chest. There wasn't there this time. We're just having some trouble with some loot. We took some wood with us. We're going to stop by this shed up here before we go into Greasy Grove. There are sometimes, some basic bandages, some ammo and stuff like that. Just scope it out before you go into town. See if you can get a good look. But you don't want to take up too much time, because you want to be able to get whoever is last in this town and just kind of finish them off. We see those guys up on the hillside over there. If you didn't see it, you can rewind for a sec. They escaped out of town. They were totally looted. We can kind of see with the rifles in their hand and stuff like that. So we just missed them. We were able to chase them down, though. I got a couple of insanely lucky headshots. I'm going to go ahead and call those lucky, because I was just spraying right there, and it just pop right in the head. Shotgun blast just to finish these guys off, and now we're looted. And then for the rest of the game, I mean, we had enough to hit our shots. As long as we hit our shots, we were going to win this game. I got a couple of sweet sniper shots over here to the right as well. This guy was shooting and missing. Thank goodness he was missing me, because he was throwing them out there. They were going close. But after that guy went down, I just started launching some grenades, and we ended up with the win. But just like Fatal Fields, this one's about timing. Try to catch those guys that do all the looting for you, that are low on health or low on shield, and finish them off. Now this next one over here is to the southwest side of Fatal Fields and east of the Flush Factory. Start at that red circle. We're going to hit up a couple of just little small compounds and stuff, and then we're going to head into Fatal Fields. And the idea is to finish off whoever's left in Fatal Fields and take all their stuff, just like a lot of these paths. There's going to be like 1 gold chest. There might be 2 gold chests on this bridge. You're not going to find a whole lot. Luckily, I find a purple tactical shotgun, which, as you guys know, can do quite a bit of work. Over here, there's a tower. It's got 2 loot spawns on it. I let my brother, which is Saimu, by the way, is my little brother. I let him go ahead and take those. We run into the next compound. It is unlooted. We end up finding a couple more gold chests and getting actually pretty looted. I mean, I like that green AR. If I can get a green AR and we can sneak up on somebody, we have a huge advantage as long as we see them first. And that's the idea. They think it's all safe. They win the battle, and then we sneak in and take all their stuff. Saimu makes a nice little trade with me. My dude just hooks me up with a sniper rifle, which I love. He's a big fan of the shotguns, but he knows I can be somewhat deadly with that sniper rifle. Now, this next place here is I think most people call it the truck stop, which I'm cool with that name. Sometimes there's up to like 3 gold chests here. We only end up finding 1, but one of the big things about it is if you need metal, I mean, this is a great place to go. So we just start hacking away. I think I end up with like, I don't know, over 200 metal, which is solid for the end there, especially with so many rocket launchers and grenade launchers at the end of most games. We get another bolt action sniper, which is amazing. Since we're going into Fatal Fields, we'll be going the same way. That white shed up to that red shed, and from up top we'll be able to see everybody. And if we have 2 snipers, huge advantage. Over here's another loot spawn, and I think we ended up breaking that truck up. But again, if you don't have a lot of time and you're trying to rush into Fatal Fields to wrap up those kills, don't worry about breaking too much down. You can get a lot of brick from these quarries coming up. This house it's decent. A lot of people do end up looting this house. You'll recognize this from the first route underneath that backside quarry, that east side quarry. And then pretty much from here on out, it's all the same thing. I ended up breaking down a couple more of the big stones, just getting a lot of that brick, just making sure we have enough materials to survive. I probably shouldn't have done, 3, 4, whatever I did. Go check that gold chest spot again in these backwoods, and then head up to that white shed, and then to the big red shed, and pick off anybody that you can find. Now, this next one here is to the northwest side of Pleasant Park. It's a little compound and a very short route, so you guys who like action probably will like this one a lot better. Again, the same concept. Get a couple good weapons, get the advantage over somebody, sneak up on them when they're coming out after they looted the entire place. Besides that, one of the coolest things about landing out in the middle of nowhere is by the time you even get to civilization and you get to the action, there's going to be about half the people left. So there's two good sides to this. We don't end up with a whole lot out of there. Just a green revolver, that's not going to do much, but we've got a couple places to hit. You can hit one place on this mountain. There's another place too if you don't feel comfortable with what you get. So there's this tower up here, and on the other side of the mountain, if you press your map, you can go ahead and see it, and you can actually see it on my mini map right now. I end up getting a blue AR. That's enough. We sneak up to this little, some people call it the secret house, I believe. I don't really know what it's called, but the idea is catch people coming out and see if you can pick them off after they looted everything. I see a guy down on the soccer field though, so we assume that they had just come from this area and moved into Pleasant Park. Now, as we get into Pleasant Park, we notice no doors open, anything like that, and I just started freaking out, no way is this place unlooted. We ended up getting all the loot that we need. I found a purple scar in here. I find a blue bolt action, I believe, yes, and a first aid. So, we're super looted. You can't always get that lucky, but a lot of times when we show up here, we ended up killing people in Pleasant Park. These guys we followed outside of Pleasant Park. We saw them coming down the mountain, which is a good place to loot up there on the top of the mountain. They almost hit me with a grenade or two there. We ended up dropping both of them, get a huge pile of loot, and then from there on out, it's just about making those smart decisions. You can see that there's only 26 people besides us left, and we just got in on some action. So it's a good way to survive, get to those top 25, top 12 if you want to pad your stats. So that's it, guys. That is my 4 favorite routes in all of Fortnite. Obviously, this isn't it wasn't meant to be a clickbaity, get the most loot chests on this run type of deal, because it's really not about the loot chest. Obviously, killing is going to get you a lot in this game, but especially if you plan it out, if you time it right, and then you go into these big places where, you take down the top dog who took down all the other people in town. It's just such a better system than landing in town, having to, hole up in the attic of a house and break down the stairs and put some flooring down and just kind of trap yourself in until all the chaos is done. This way you can just kind of loot freely. You can get quite a bit built up, run in there, put yourself in an advantage, sneak on in to where they don't even see you. They think everything is fine. And then you just take them out. You get all the loot, basically, in the entire town. So that's what this is based on. And really, feel free to take your time when you're going back into Greasy Grove, Pleasant Park, Fatal Fields. Take your time. The only time we really don't take our time is when we're coming out of the white shed in Fatal Fields and we're heading up to the red shed. But even then, I don't think we've ever been shot at even once. And we've done that probably hundreds of times. We haven't even been shot once building those 2 stairs up out of the white shed up onto the red barn, which we call Clifford. We just jump on the roof. We see them before they see us. We start shooting. We win that 90-95% of the time, and end up taking all the loot. And that whole town is ours. We don't even have to spend the time doing it. So, it's just for fun. If you guys didn't like that, or if I got anything wrong, feel free to yell at me down in the comments below. And remember to subscribe, click that little notification bell if this is stuff that you guys like and you want to see more of. Also, leave a comment telling me your favorite place to drop to be entered in the giveaway that'll be announced on the next live stream. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support I get from you guys. I'll see you in the next video.